Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. We'll watch the visiting squad as they go up against Philadelphia. For Philadelphia, they are really playing at a high level right now, going 8-1 over the last 9 games. Fellas, it is always fun to watch Ben Simmons. The combination of size, speed, ball handling, passing. Shaq, the list just...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the city of brotherly love, home of the Liberty Bell, where the 76ers are looking to take on a Western Conference opponent. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And with us tonight, the author of the 700-page book of basketball, a must-read, Bill Simmons.
It's great to be here, and everyone wants me to rewrite that book, but I don't have it in me. So much has changed in basketball over the last 9 years. I got to redo my Hall of Fame pyramid, but I can't sit down and do it, Kevin. I think it's going to last.
How long did it take you to write that book?
It was 3 years of my life, and I was younger. Now it would just be coffee all day, trying to stay awake for it.
But a New York Times bestseller for multiple weeks.
It was number one.
Right,
yeah, it was
absolutely.
Great. And it taught me that I knew people love basketball, and I think we've seen this decade as basketball has just blossomed into something much bigger than I think it's ever been. I could tell with the book. People liked it.
These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
And nothing better than when you can fit the system and the talent. I mean, win after win. I tell you, what this is telling me is the team is playing with tremendous confidence.
They just look like they're on the same page. Everyone on this squad has the same goal in mind. Just win, baby.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Sabonis is out there with Chi. Then it's Iverson. Then there's Carter. And it's Hampton at the 3.
And there's typically going to be some space when you're out in transition and you do just kind of venture out to that three-point line.
Bill, Commissioner Adam Silver believes the 2K Esports League will have the staying power of the NBA, the WNBA, the G League. A pretty powerful comment to make.
And I hope he's right, because I want to be the lead color guy. I want us to be the team. Why can't it be us, Kevin Harlan?
Are you kidding me?
Let's do that. Cut me the check.
Sign
As Rasheed
me
Wallace
up.
would say, CTC, cut the check.
Bill Simmons is here.
I'm ready.
And there's Fultz on the assist from Covington.
And Fultz isn't bashful inside. He feels at ease shooting in the paint.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Carter kicks to Sabonis. Over Simmons. Sabonis with the bucket. Sabonis has got his first basket.
I'm not sure if he was trying to show off or what, but when you're that open, you got to go straight to the basket. The fadeaway was clearly a bad choice.
And that one's good, Simmons.
What an incredible effort from Simmons, using his length so well when he's hitting the boards.
Here's Iverson, and they pick up 2. Iverson's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
Yeah, his instincts are on display here. Fultz, a really good passer, excels at setting up teammates for easy looks.
Here's Iverson. 76ers getting the bucket. Sabonis, good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist. Sabonis has got his second basket of the night. Bill, with last year's do-or-die season finale between Minnesota and Denver, final game of the regular season, momentum is gathering for a play-in tournament, maybe for the last 2 playoff spots. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I wrote about this in 07. I called it the entertaining as hell tournament, where basically the first 7 seeds were guaranteed, and the 16 teams that didn't make it out of the 2 conferences, they just went head-to-head, single elimination. And then you have the final 2 games in New York City, and you blow it out, and you have a fun thing with it. I think that Minnesota-Denver game was important, and maybe the solution is you have the 6 seeds guaranteed in each conference, and then you have 7, 8, 9, 10 in each conference, and you just have playing games. You have 7 versus 10, you have 8 versus 9, You do it over the course of a couple days. Use the TV revenue from that because you could get good money from that to maybe shorten the season.
Great
which
idea.
Would be, for me, the number one thing I would change about the league. I think we should have a 70-game season. You could talk me into 76, but there's too many games. Like, there's too many nights where the players. I just think basketball is really hard to play.
Just 4 to shoot. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Some changes for Philadelphia. Deontay Davis is checked in for Ben Simmons. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Fultz. Now let's send it over to DA, who is able to talk with Coach Brett Brown.
Well, Kevin, they're going to keep it simple tonight. He wants to run everything through the low post. He told me, physically, we're the stronger team. And we need to use that strength to our benefit. Back to you.
Thank you, David. We were talking about the length of the NBA season and various opinions on shortening it. I suppose, Bill, one argument is that you want regular season games to be more significant, and you want that regular season to mean something every night.
Mean a little bit more.
Yeah.
Make the pace. I don't know. When you get after the All-Star break, you can really feel these guys slogging through it. You know, and especially with the good teams, like a team like Golden State. All they did all year was whine and complain. Oh, well, we knew this was going to be a hard season. It can't be that hard. You have 4 of the best 20 players. Like, settle down. I think you'll be fine. You're winning every game by 30 points.
Yeah.
But I wish they would tighten the season.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Davis with some nice D. The 76ers trailed by 5. Pass to Nathan. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Dion Waiters.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of the night.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Napier. So it's the visitors now. 3-point lead. Passes it to McGrady. Over Mudiay. Bagley with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
To the middle. Here's Davis, and he converts the layup.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's McGrady. Nails the wide-open jump shot.
Boy, he reads the defense well, makes a nice adjustment. Very dependable.
Now, here's Mudiay. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Kicks it to Bagley. With 1 on the clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And that's the thing about Bagley. Big, athletic, versatile, very hard to stop without fouling.
The 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
That one is off.
And one of the youngest rookies when he came into the NBA, Bagley reclassified in high school so he could get to college a year early.
And he's good on the second. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. The away team, they lead by 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
So far, they've been active, scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
The play calling has been perfect, backed up by beautiful execution. They've certainly captured the moment in that first quarter.
We've got Moutier. Bagley is out there with Davis. Then there's Shabazz Napier. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Ball stolen. And here is Iverson. To the paint. Here's McKenzie. Rebound by the 76ers.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Bill, we know about the love affair you have with the NBA, and you've written about it for so long. Started with the $4 ticket in Boston with your dad.
Yeah, my dad bought season tickets for the 1973-74 Boston Celtics, and it was only one ticket. And I think it was $4 a game, probably like $160 total. And he used to carry me in mainly because they didn't want to pay for a babysitter. So I started going to games that year, probably sleeping through a lot of them, and they won the title.
How old were you in 72?
So I was 4.
4 years ago.
I'm not going to lie, I don't remember anything from that season. The first season I remember is the year later when they lost before the finals to Washington. And then the year later they won the famous finals against Phoenix, the triple overtime game. I was there.
Was Cowens on that team?
Cowens, Havlicek,
Yep.
JoJo White.
Yep.
And I was at the triple overtime game in the 76 finals. Was probably the most famous NBA game ever. The kids out there now would nominate like Game 7, 2016 or something. But triple overtime game was the most famous game ever. And I slept through the entire second half and the first overtime.
Oh, no.
But then woke up because everybody was standing the whole second overtime, so I had to get up.
You know, Bill, when you look at the players the Sixers have put together, they should be a perennial contender, it would seem, on paper for years to come.
But that's the thing about the NBA. You never know.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of these teams that looked like they were the next potential dynasty, and within 2 years, they made a trade. Somebody got hurt. I mean, you talk about the 80s Rockets. You talk about the Magic in the 90s. They made the finals. Within 14 months, that whole team is gone. The OKC Thunder, 2012, Game 5, Miami. I took a picture of KD and Harden and Westbrook with their arms around each other. They never played together again. So I think the thing you learn over and over again with basketball, even Derrick Rose and the Bulls, every time you think there's the next young team that's coming, they still have to actually do it, and sometimes they don't.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's McGrady, and count it from 19 feet away. McGrady's got 5 points now this quarter.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
I'm loving this one. It's been back and forth with these lead changes. It's probably going to just come down to who has the ball last.
Bill, a top advisor for the U.S. High School Athletics and Activities Division, recommended that schools adopt esports programs. What's your take on that?
I'm all in. It's probably my son's only chance to go to college, so I really hope it happens. Now, listen, the world changes every decade.
I know.
And you got to change with it. And the reality is esports is one of the biggest things we have now. And if you're under 15, you're way more likely to play video games and be good at that than you are to do anything else. So why wouldn't we be able to benefit from that? The whole esports in general, just the audiences they're getting, and as a spectator event, that's been building. So why wouldn't that work for college?
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Simmons passes to Covington, and it's good for 2. Covington's got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Carter kicks to Sabonis, and there's the pass to Hampton. Shoots over Covington, and Simmons with the rebound.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Now here's Fultz. McGrady covering. Now Fultz. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Embiid, no good. 1:36 left in the second quarter. Here's Hampton. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. He has 5.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Love the unselfishness.
Hey, Bill, thanks for coming by. Fantastic stuff as usual. We really appreciate your time.
Appreciate being on. Go Celtics.
You can't root on these, Bill.
I'm absolutely rooting. That's my team.
And Smitty, so great to have Bill with us, a guy who's ahead of the curve creatively.
Kevin, he was a pioneer in blogging, Emmy nominated for his work on documentaries. The guy never stops thinking of new ways to produce content.
Tries the hook. And Simmons with the nice bucket inside. Simmons got 8 points here in this quarter.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
A shot by McGrady, no good.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
It's tipped, and he's able to get it back. It's a close game here in Philadelphia. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. 3-pointer. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got 4 assists in the game.
You see he's feeling it now. Shot looks much more in sync this quarter.
Here's Fultz. Pass to Embiid. Lays it up and banks it in. Embiid's got 6.
A lost art in this game. Terrific bounce pass.
McGrady with the ball. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet, that's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. Checking out the visiting team. Kenny?
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave him a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they scored baskets.
Shaq, what'd you think about Philadelphia?
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and it helped keep this game tight. If they could continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
And that's a wrap for...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. What a game we're seeing from B-Train.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him, a scoring machine here in that first half.
Defensively coming in, you know he's going to be tough to stop, but I'm still waiting to see a plan to even contain him.
The 76ers trail by 3. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. We've got Chi. Iverson is out there with Carter. Then it's Sabonis, and it's McGrady in at the small forward. Shots good by Simmons.
And guys, it's just beautiful watching Simmons in screen and roll situations, a manipulative master when it comes to tearing apart the defense.
That one drops for him.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Embiid finds Simmons. The layup missed.
That's just two tough competitors meeting right at the rim. Someone, in my opinion, had to lose.
Here's Sabonis. Got it from 16 feet. 12 points for him. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Sabonis has gotten everything to fall. Shooting 6 for 6 tonight. Fultz the pass to Simmons. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And sometimes you have no chance at stopping Simmons from the interior. Just a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
Bagley, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. And he sinks the second. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Pass to McKenzie. Over Simmons. The shot missing. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Fires from the line. The rebound by Giles. Carter with the three. And he's good on the three ball. Carter's got his third basket of the night right there.
I mean, just a good shooter taking what the defense allows. Finds some space out beyond the arc.
Fultz kicks to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And really, Simmons makes it look so easy. The way he's attacking defenses from multiple angles is really just commendable.
From 13, and it's good, 2 points.
Just crushing it here. 80% to start the half.
The 76ers trail by 7. Passes it to Bagley. Back to Fultz. And finished off by Fultz.
And for a point guard, Fultz is a great dunker. I mean, he gets up quickly off the ground to slam that one home.
Iverson passes to McKenzie. Fader on the way. That one goes in. He has 6.
And because of his size, that's a difficult shot to contest.
But it's not just the size, it's the natural feel for the mid-range game. Not everyone has it.
Iverson outside. Vince Carter on the wing. And the pass to McKenzie. Over Simmons. Oh, yes, the turnaround.
You know, I have to say, that's about as smooth as you can do it. Fantastic turnaround.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. Here's Bagley. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Bagley's got 5.
And we saw this from Bagley in college. He has very good touch around the rim.
Here's McKenzie. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Over to the left wing. Down low. Here's Simmons. No good with the fallback jumper. Carter outside. And it ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Thursday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Friday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Atlanta Hawks.
And with the way they've been able to march right along in this season lately, I think they should be able to keep things going in this next stretch. Just come out with the same energy and discipline, and you should have some wins.
So much sharper, so much more efficient with his shot this half, just taking what the defense allows.
Napier kicks to Simmons. And there it is for him. Simmons got 19 points.
And what skill from Simmons. A total genius at reading the defense and exploiting them in the paint.
Here's Iverson. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
I'm not entirely sure what the defensive strategy was there, but it worked poorly. He loves taking that shot.
Simmons inside. 19 points in the game. Sinks that one from the post.
He's been locked in all quarter, really finding his rhythm.
Carter, the pass to Waiters. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got 6 assists now in the game.
Right in rhythm, Waiters tends to be most efficient in catch-and-shoot situations.
Moutier kicks to Napier. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. And the 76ers making a change here. Embiid's checked in. 59 seconds left to play here in the third. Just 3 to shoot. Plenty of daylight on that shot. He has 5.
I don't think the defense had any idea what they were doing there. Clear miscommunication leading to an easy basket for the offense.
McGrady outside. Over Moutier. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Well, if you wonder why they're in control of this game, just look at his stats from the field. Solid, solid, solid.
Pass to Embiid. 76ers moving the ball around. Napier kicks to Embiid. Shoots it up. He squares up and sinks it.
He is really shouldering the load on the offensive end and doing an outstanding job, but he needs the rest of his team to step up.
Here's McGrady. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
The 76ers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight, and he makes the first. And Embiid drops them both. And so it's the visiting team with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Bridges. Fultz is out there with Napier. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Bagley in at the 4 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Third 3 of the game for him, first in this half.
The 76ers trail by 9. Fultz kicks to Bagley. Now here's Embiid. He's guarded closely. Got a piece of it. Now here's Sabonis. Here's Iverson. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Bridges passes to Embiid. It's deflected. They get it back. They retain possession. Here's Fultz. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. And here is Iverson. Right wing. McGrady passes to Hampton. No good on the triple. And here are the 76ers now. 11-point game. Fultz kicks to Bridges. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
The defense disrespecting his range. He goes ahead and buries it.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
The reason why is you like to get value every time down the floor, but that does take a lot of discipline.
Robert Covington's checked in for the 76ers. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He was very adamant in the huddle. He said, don't let up now. Stay aggressive and do the things that have gotten us this far. We're almost there, guys.
Bridges passes to Bagley. Now here's Fultz. McGrady covering. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
They get a hand on it. And here comes McGrady leading the fast break. Pass to Sabonis. Over Fultz. Makes the most of the high percentage shot.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Bridges kicks to Embiid. Passes it to Fultz. Down low, Bagley. Rebounded by Chi. Chi's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. McGrady's got 11 points here in just the second half. There's the pass to Covington. Over in the corner, Fultz. Over McGrady. Drills the baseline jumper.
And Fultz, such a good shooter. The D can only do so much. I mean, I like the D, the O, just better.
Here's Chi. He can't hit that time. Now the 76ers take it the other way. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Simmons checked in for Bagley. Now Fultz. Embiid inside. It's blocked. Carter outside. Here's Sabonis. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Simmons got his 4th rebound in this one. Dishes to Fultz. Back to Simmons. And he stepped in the line, so they turn it over. .152 left in the 4th. Pass to Hampton. Puts up a 3. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got his 5th rebound in this one. And Philadelphia with another turnover here.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Domantas Sabonis.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Teams need contributions from everybody to win on the road, not just the stars. And he's done more than his share tonight. An outstanding performance.
Oh, sensational speed by Simmons, trucking it down the court and beating everyone.
Count that one. Timeout. And that's now 9 points for Vince Carter.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They got a monster lead that's taking a life of its own.
And the 76ers call time here. They're trailing by 12. 1:19 left here in the 4th quarter. To the inside. Here's Simmons. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got his 7th assist here tonight.
The incredible focus of Simmons. Nothing gets to this guy, even when he's getting bodied by the defense.
The fadeaway at basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And we see it all the time, guys. You get the big lead, maybe check out mentally, but not tonight.
They have this game in hand, but they're still pouring it on.
Carter against Bridges. Parker left side. And stolen by Simmons. To the inside. Here's Bridges. Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits.
And guys, really admire how Simmons finds the open man consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
Carter kicks to Parker. Pass to McKenzie. Over Simmons. Easy jumper from very short distance.
And just putting the finishing touches on this one, they have been on fire.
I mean, a fantastic run. The guys are really clicking, and the scoreboard reflects that.
And the 76ers call time here. They're trailing by 10. 27 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Six seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Maury. The shot that time, not on target. And there's the pass to McKenzie. Over Simmons. And it's good off the back rim and in.
No hesitation. When he saw the space the D was giving him, that's 2.
Here's Fultz. The visiting club takes the win on the road. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.